This is Athena XDR Ageleia. Athena's proprietary aggregation and orchestration layer, taking you from detection to enforcement across endpoint, network, and cloud. It brings together telemetry from Athena Core, Athena NIDS, and your cloud controls, applies contextual scoring and correlation, and turns high-confidence detections into coordinated response actions. This is the shift from passive monitoring to active defense, built by operators for operators. A single sign-on, and you land on the SOC overview. Everything lives in 5 places on the left: dashboards, alert management, response management, integrations, and admin. And in the header, one button never moves. Palace, your AI analyst, always a click away. Let's walk it the way an analyst actually works. The SOC overview is your single pane of glass. Everything a SOC analyst needs in one live view. At a glance, it gives you live status across your whole estate: agents, events, vulnerabilities, network, and blocked threats. A prioritized triage queue of what needs attention, plus MITRE attack coverage, vulnerability posture, platform health, and where in the world your threats are coming from. But the SOC overview isn't just a place to watch, it's a place to act. Right from any incident in the triage queue, you can pull up an instant AI analysis, mute the signature, or block the source IP without ever leaving the dashboard. Or click the incident itself, and all alerts opens with that exact alert front and center. Click any incident, and you're in all alerts, the analyst's workbench, where every event across endpoint, network, and cloud lives on one screen. All alerts is the analyst's workbench. Every event across endpoint, network, and cloud on one screen, filterable down to the exact rule: IP, category, or agent. Hover any public IP, and it enriches on the spot. Geolocation, whether it's already blocked or muted, and a unified risk score drawn from multiple threat intelligence feeds. Expand any alert for the full forensic picture: the triggering rule, the MITRE mapping, and the raw event behind it. Muting gives you full control. Match on the exact signature, source, or destination. Set a reason and a duration, and it syncs straight to the sensor. Blocking is decisive. A single action drops the IP at both your network firewall and your web application firewall at once. And when an alert needs a closer look, the AI alert report turns it into a decision in seconds. A clear verdict, a risk assessment, and step-by-step mitigation sit beside an evidence rail. Affected asset, MITRE mapping, indicators of compromise, live threat intelligence, and compliance impact, all exportable to a ticket in a single click. When you want the full story, Alert Triage gives you an AI narrative, a written investigation covering the incident summary, the technical analysis, and the recommended next actions, powered by Palace. And every action you take is governed. Your mutes collected on their own page, reviewable, reversible, and kept in sync across every sensor. Threat topology is where detection becomes a picture. It renders your entire environment as a live map. Subnet clusters of agents, with attack edges tracing out to the external threats targeting them. A zone-aligned stats bar keeps your agent counts, top threat zone, and alert split in view, while a sidebar and minimap let you search and navigate the busiest corners of your network. This is threat path visualization. You see, at a glance, exactly how an incident is unfolding across your network. Drill into a cluster for its health summary, or into a single device for the full detail panel. Vulnerability, file integrity, hardening, compliance, system health, and MITRE, all in one view. That same device view follows you to the endpoint dashboard, where a health donut, a vulnerability risk score, and agent coverage give you a fleet-wide read in seconds. And to the vulnerability dashboard, which ranks every CVE across your fleet by severity and exploitability. Severity and CVSS distributions, fleet exposure, your most affected endpoints, and your most vulnerable packages give you the whole risk picture, trended over time. Click through for the full picture: CVSS score, affected packages, affected endpoints, and direct links out to the CVE databases. Attackers don't stay on the host, so neither does Athena. The NIDS dashboard extends detection into the network layer, with deep packet visibility across north, south, and east-west traffic. It tracks alert volume, severity trends, and protocol distribution, surfaces your top threats and busiest addresses, and plots a timeline you can click straight into. Every card drills deeper, a dedicated severity breakdown, a sortable list of signatures, protocol details, and IP analysis with geo and ASN context on internal versus external traffic. This is where command and control traffic, protocol abuse, and lateral movement come to light. NID's overview gives you that same intelligence from a summary angle, timeline analysis, and category and network distribution, and every element drills into the shared events table. Expand any event for full packet-level detail, flow statistics, TLS, and JA3 fingerprints, ports, ASN, and the complete signature. This is where Athena XDR Plus earns its name, the policy engine where detection becomes coordinated, automated response. Describe what you want in plain English. Block any IP scoring over 90 on abuse IPDB across endpoint, firewall, and VAF. And AI Assist drafts the rule for you. It fills in the conditions and the actions, validates them, and writes out a plain English recipe of exactly what the rule will do. Every rule gives you complete control. Endpoint or network, suppress or block, firewall, VAF, or both, permanent or rate limited. Start from a library of ready-made templates or build your own from scratch. Backtest it against real history before it ever fires. Then take it live when you're ready. Run it fully automatically or require approval. The engine flags the match and your analyst signs off with the threat intelligence and AI verdict right in front of them. And every action, automatic or approved, lands in an immutable audit log, time-stamped, attributable, and reversible in a single click. Every blocked IP in one place. Expand any row and you get overview and enforcement columns showing status across network firewall, VAF, and the Cloudflare edge, plus lazy loaded threat intelligence for public IPs. From here, you can export CSV for your records or sync from AWS to reconcile live through that callout. Athena XDR Plus carries that same coordinated response all the way out to your cloud edge. The Cloudflare integration gives you edge visibility the moment you arrive. Requests, threats, blocked and challenged traffic, and your active rules across the last 24 hours. Overview surfaces, requests, threats, and challenges at a glance. Traffic breaks down cache, encryption, and response codes, and DNS shows your busiest queries and record types. Then act right from the Actions tab, flag an IP, apply a challenge or a block, and it syncs straight to your Cloudflare edge, fully audited. And Athena Core, your operational foundation, is always one click away. Its own console, raw logs, full forensic depth, whenever an analyst needs to go deeper. Administration covers both who has access and how the platform itself is performing. User management controls accounts, roles, and application access. Ageleia, Palace, and Athena Core, one person at a time. Role management defines exactly what each role can see and change, down to a granular, page-by-page permission matrix. Firewall management puts the network layer in your hands. Allow and block lists, dual layer coverage, and a one-click push to your VAF. VAF management handles layer 7, blacklisting, managed rule groups, and geo-restrictions by country. And platform health rolls the entire pipeline into one view. Core services, detection, response, integrations, and sensors. So you always know the system guarding your network is healthy, too. Drill into any tile for the underlying check, and live gauges show the platform's own compute, memory, and uptime at a glance. And Palace is always right there. Your AI analyst opens in its own workspace, ready for a plain language question. Summarize the attack chain on this IP, or tell me what changed overnight. And it answers, drawing on everything you've just seen. One platform replaces the 5 to 10 fragmented tools a SOC juggles today. SIEM, endpoint, network, vulnerability management, and response, unified behind a single login. That's the Athena platform working as one. Core collects, NIDS extends detection, XDR Plus orchestrates the response, and Palace makes sense of all of it.